Today I've been shopping like a billionaire on TEMU for my car. I have bought performance modifications for less than a McDonald's. I've bought some absolutely awesome car accessories. Look at that. I've even bought modifications for less than £2.50. So today, let's see if TEMU is worth all the hype, or are we gonna have to scrap the car because TEMU blew it up? So let's start the car and start shopping.
This is my Volkswagen Golf, which was abandoned off-road for the past year, which I picked up for £350. And we are going to be giving it the love it deserves within budget using TEMU, which is actually an online marketplace which sells really cheap products. They sell everything from kitchen supplies for £6 when other retailers would charge 10 times that. Fashion for only £6 when competitors would cost 60. Kids toys for £2 when they'd go for 10 times that price from other retailers we all know about. But we are here today to do a deep dive, dolphin dive, into the automotive side of TEMU. We're going to see if it's worth it today and see if we can tastefully modify my Volkswagen Golf up within budget. So the next day I hopped in the car and went for a quick little drive to the Mackey's drive-thru.
Can I please get the katsu chicken one meal, please? Alright, can I get a sweet curry dip with that, please?
This wasn't just to feed me because I look malnourished, because even a baby has thicker arms than me. But it was because this meal cost me £6.90.
Let's see what we can find cheaper than our McDonald's meal. The first item is cheaper than my McDonald's meal. We've actually got an intake. Quite literally, induction kits cost like, now, minimum £240. This one though, £5.53. £5.53. This is f***ing great. Now, am I going to be stupid enough to buy an induction kit for £5? Yes. Now this right here is a £66 head unit for my Volkswagen Golf. Head unit's now on Amazon and places, £200. And apparently it comes with Apple CarPlay too. We got sequential indicators for our Golf.
Cheaper than our McDonald's meal again.
£3.76 for a socket set. You got all of the hexagon, Torx and screwdriver bits at the top, extensions, you've even got a swivel, all in one for £3, guys. Right, so I'm gonna do a bit more shopping, and the only downside to places like TEMU and everything is they're gonna take like 4 weeks to arrive, so hopefully they actually arrive, because there's a lot of reviews saying it doesn't arrive. I've got a little bit overboard with this TEMU stuff. So let's simply get to opening all these products right here. This right here actually looks to be the Apple CarPlay system for the Volkswagen. Let's have a look. And here it is. Ooh, there it is. Literally.
That looks awesome.
Look at that. Whoa. This right here, £66. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is the most exciting one. This right here is actually the £5.50 air filter for the Golf. Now this is completely just for test purposes that I'm gonna fit this to the car, but I'm definitely gonna be fitting this to the car and seeing if it's worth the £5. And look at this, I actually ordered it on this in this bright red.
Woo! It is time to fit TEMU parts to my Volkswagen Golf. Let's see how well this goes.
So right here is the Volkswagen Golf. And inside here we've got the TEMU head unit and everything we're going to need to install it today.
Our dolphin dive straight into the installation of this, because the old head unit didn't have a touchscreen, it didn't have navigation, it didn't even have Bluetooth or an aux cable. So I couldn't even listen to Hannah Montana while driving.
But there you go. Old one out. Now the great thing about this kit from TEMU is it even comes with a reverse camera. So I've currently run that wire right there, which goes into the back of the head unit, all the way down the car to right here. But for 60 quid, also getting a reverse camera as well as CarPlay and everything. Insane value, insane value.
I didn't actually end up using the reverse camera supplied from the TEMU kit, but I actually bought one from eBay. I know. Okay. I know. TEMU video, but I'm fitting eBay parts. Okay. Relax, okay? But this reverse camera was actually built into the number plate light, so it just looked a hell of a lot cleaner. But now it's just time to put everything back in place.
Wow. Right, so the £60 TEMU head unit has now been all installed. Look at this. Oh, you know, looks wise, £60. It looks OEM. Looks like part of the car. You want to hop on the other side? Oh, you're nodding. That was actually incredible camera work, that was. So we've actually got the Apple CarPlay system. We've got touchscreen, all the apps and everything. So much better than the stock system. And the main bit, Apple CarPlay. Now, why is Apple CarPlay so good, ready? Text Mama.
What would you like to say to Mama?
You're a wanker.
Sending. You're a wanker.
I could be on the road sending hate. And also, with the system, got a fucking reverse camera so that you don't run into any dinosaurs. £60, 10 out of 10. Oh! Now the next thing that has arrived from TEMU is actually this box right here. So I actually paid £27 for this thing right here. My Golf is going to be going from a hatchback to a fighter jet. And if you guys know about modifying cars, right, a spoiler extension just like that one usually costs from companies like this £140. £140 for a piece of plastic that goes on the back, when the one I've just bought from TEMU cost me £27. Let's get it on.
This quite simply uses double-sided tape to stick to the car, and it gives the car a sick little lip at the back, which looks awesome.
And this right here leads me perfectly onto the next one, which is actually a shark fin antenna, which cost me like £3. Can't remember how much.
And this actually simply screws into the antenna piece so it still gives you radio, and then you use double-sided tape to stick it down to the roof.
Job done. Oh, now that looks so much cleaner. Right, so we've just got to quickly turn the car around, and then we can get on with the next mod. £5.50, which is absolutely bonkers. This right here is actually sequential smoke indicators for my Volkswagen Golf right behind me. Now, I genuinely am such a big fan of all the products we've actually bought off TEMU today. Because not only have they been cheap, but they've also worked. And unless you're in a different year, in 2025, leaving the driveway will cost you 200 quid. Sneezing will cost you an extra 50, which to me is actually truly sad.
For myself, and probably most of you guys watching today's video, we want to modify cars, but seeing an induction kit for £230, splitters for 170, it's simply impossible. So comment down below, would you modify your car up with TEMU parts, or is that a disgusting thought to you?
So although it's controversial, I'm a huge advocate of a place like TEMU, even place like Aldi, Poundland, Bargain Buy, because it allows you to actually live in this world
Without feeling sick looking at your bank account after.
And although I wish I did, I don't get paid from TEMU, I don't get commission from TEMU. I'm just such a hatred of how expensive waking up is.
And now they are in, just like that. Let's have a look if they work. I mean, it's a pretty stupid idea to not test them before putting them all back together. But I got faith in TEMU now. I got faith in TEMU. Let's press the hazards. Hop out the car. And would you look at them? These are the smoked dynamic sweeping indicators. So it sweeps instead of blinks. And on the other side, oh, well, this doesn't even work. Does it work? I don't think this side works. Well, good thing we're changing them then. But this one here will just blink like this using that LED right there. But this one will sweep like it's trying to serenade you into bed.
Now, if you guys don't fancy waiting 3 weeks for your modifications, well,
I actually have my very own modification store. Look, that's my Scirocco, that's my BMW, that's my Corsa. But I sell so many parts, like paddle shifters for Volkswagens, sequential indicators, crash bar covers, and so many more products that I pick and pack with first class delivery from this office I'm stood in right now. So if you guys are at all interested in getting anything from the Rice Boys store, use code VIDEO. Get 20% off your order. Anyway, back to the video.
The next TEMU accessory was actually these Volkswagen door lock covers. At least now I can never forget I drive a Volkswagen because they're on 4 of the door locks.
Look at that, job done. Look at very sweet.
We also were replacing these old rubber pedals on the Volkswagen Golf for some brand new ones from TEMU.
So we're taking off the stock pedals for some aftermarket ones. And these ones are like brushed metal and they look like they mount the same as the stock ones too. Let's get them on.
Now, unfortunately, it is losing brownie points because the accelerator pedal I needed to tiger seal on. Simply, the clips on the side of it just did not hold it in place. So for something as important as the accelerator pedal, I wasn't a big fan of this one.
Now, before we get on to the last few items from TEMU, if you own a car and furthermore like modifying yours, let me introduce you to Adrian Flux Insurance, my personal insurer for my Volkswagen Golf. And not to even mention, they insured my Stage 2 BMW M240i, my E46 and my Mini Cooper. Now, Adrian Flux is actually an insurance broker that insures thousands of drivers all over the UK, including myself. What I love about Adrian Flux is they understand and are a huge part of the car community, so they understand why we modify them to make them faster, sound nicer, and look cooler. Which is good for people like you and me who own modified cars, because they do offer modified car insurance. So whether you're planning on doing a heavy remap or just a little few aesthetic modifications like my spoiler, Adrian Flux have you covered. So whether you're looking for modified car insurance or just normal car insurance, click the link in the description for a free quotation and a callback, and who knows, you could be saving hundreds, if not thousands, on your car insurance by choosing Adrian Flux. Massive, massive thank you for Adrian Flux for sponsoring today's video and keeping all my cars safe on the road no matter how far we push them. Because there are not many insurers on this planet who would touch me with a stick other than Adrian Flux. Right, let's get on to the last little pieces. So it's currently night time with the Volkswagen Golf, and on the inside we've actually got some spicy things to install to it, including these little Footwell Lights right down here. What a flattering angle this is. POV, you're my knob. Inside here, we've actually got some replacement for those Footwell Lights. Get it together. Ta-da. Plug it in just like this. Ooh, 3, 2, 1. What am I saying, boy? So we've gone from a Volkswagen Golf to a Footwell that looks like we're under the sea. Just gives a little bit of an ambient light in to the car instead of this boring side. Look at that boring side. That looks really... Simple as that. Bang. Now the last but most exciting thing we are about to install to the Volkswagen Golf today from TEMU is actually this fiery, period blood looking, Satan ass air filter right here. I can already hear that turbo flutter. Wait, if you come closer, you can actually hear it. Wait, wait. Ow! Now pretty much all an air filter does is filters out the air. So in theory, this air filter will be more than perfect and fit to do the job.
And even removing the stock air box, we could fit a suitcase in the engine bay now. The £5 TEMU air filter, is it any good? I can definitely say it looks awesome in the engine bay. The only downside I can see from this air filter is it doesn't come with any mounting plates, so it is really, really loose in the engine bay. Just like my wood in a tornado. Going everywhere, mate.
And right after, we're straight in the car because I'm going to test this right now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't have a check engine light. I don't know. I don't see why we would. No difference there. No difference at all right now. It does look like the throttle response has increased, but I might be wrong in that. Let's go on a quick drive, man. What are we doing? Why are we not on the road?
ESP off. Let's hear this sucky, sucky, whoosh, whoosh. Sounds like a steam train. Oh, you can hear it. Is that a good impression? I think so. Mate, it sounds like a blow-off valve.
I literally think about this whole video, and if I use genuine products from like big name brands like Max and Design, this whole video right now would have cost me like £700. In reality, it's cost me like £300. And I don't know if you guys ever understand this, but I got a normal bank account. So this feels amazing to me. Spending so little on modifying a car that would have cost me twice as much. Bloody hell. Hay fever. So that is actually the Volkswagen Golf kitted out with TEMU parts from the £5 sequential indicators, 60 quid head unit, £20 spoiler. Absolute bargain, mate. We've even got the £5 air filter. I think I'd prefer listening to that whooshy whooshy noises rather than getting head, mate. Yep, I said it. £5 air filter is sounding heavenly. I think genuinely in today's world where everything is ridiculously expensive, I think at least all the parts we've bought today have got a thumbs up in my books. Now, if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you hit the subscribe button because we're gonna be fixing this car a little bit more. As you can tell, the front wing is dented, but in the next video, this car is going to be going a different color and is even probably most likely gonna be getting remapped for more power. So pretty exciting videos coming very, very soon. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. Thank you all so much for the support on this Golf as well as the channel. And I will see you faces in my next video.